In this video, we're going to talk about the evil trading gurus who are out to get you. Don't you think my costume is absolutely fucking ridiculous? See, it is a ridiculous costume. This is the trading guru costume. And you know what else is ridiculous? People who can't take responsibility for their own actions. That's right. I've been asked, can you do a video on trading gurus and these pesky combines they're always promoting? Well, sure, I can, and we're going to talk about it. And this video is not going to go the way you guys think. And what's going to be fucking great is people are going to fill up the comments section who didn't even actually fucking watch it. In fact, my VWAP video that I just did, that very fucking thing happened. Somebody had started asking me questions about VWAP, and I go, I can tell by the way you're wording your question, you didn't fucking watch it. And they said, yeah, I didn't watch it. I'm not going to watch you for an hour. Then why the fuck are you asking a goddamn question on a video that has the answer that you're not going to fucking watch? So the thing about trading gurus is, what's the difference between a trading guru, because I get categorized as that. What's the difference between someone like me and someone like you? Nothing, other than a camera. That is it. Or in the case of Fentwit, getting a blue check mark that costs like $8 a month and writing some content. That is the difference between you guys and someone like me. So in order to understand the trading guru, you must understand traders as a whole. You must understand the trading community as a whole. See, really, the short answer to all of this is you should take responsibility for your own actions, and nobody put a fucking gun to your head and forced you to consume trading guru material. However, what I've noticed is the biggest haters of the trading guru in the trading community are people who don't actually watch the trading guru. I made a video on why courses suck, and I talk about specifically in that video how you're only retaining 10 to 15% of what you are consuming. So therefore, you need to watch a trading course or any material 10 to 15 times before it completely sinks into your head. That is no different than watching your favorite movie. Some of you might be Star Wars fans. The second time you ever watch Star Wars, you see something you didn't see the first time. The third time you watch Star Wars, you start to catch a little something you didn't see the first two times. It is no different than anything such as this video or reading a book or whatever the fuck it is. This is why I repeat myself a lot in these videos, is because it takes repetition to get it into your head. Need to fix my horns. Here's what you must understand about trading. It is a virtually no barrier to entry. What does that mean? Well, in the US, you just need a couple of bucks and you need to be 18 years or older to open a trading account, and off to the races you go. There's a lot of low barrier to entry jobs, such as fucking becoming a real estate agent, which I was in my past, and that's the reason real estate agents are some of the most hated people, because, well, who's going to get into that fucking job? People that dream about making a lot of money. Who gets into this fucking job? People who want to make a lot of fucking money. You're here because you want to make a lot of fucking money, so you don't have to do whatever the fuck it is you're doing now, and then you're just dreaming of Lamborghinis or whatever the fuck this job can give you. Truth be told, it is the easiest, hardest money you will ever make. It is the most difficult job you will ever go and embark on. And that's what this is, and I fucking say that all the fucking time. Sure, there's trading gurus out there who don't say this shit. They say things are easy. But you know what? Every fucking industry is full of fucking scammers. And this job is no fucking different. That's the world we live in. It's never gonna fucking go away. The fucking politicians in this fucking country are full of fucking shit. Just like other people in other industries, just like the people who fucking call you and want to tell you your fucking FedEx package has not been delivered because something has happened, so you need to call the warehouse, when in reality, that's a fucking scam call, or your fucking car warranty's out, even though your car might be fully paid for. It doesn't matter what fucking industry. It's in the real estate industry. People prey on closing costs. They get fake emails and they get you to wire money to the wrong place, and then you're out tens of thousands of fucking dollars. That is every industry. That is the world we live in. It's going to be full of fucking crooks and robbers. So deal with it. I mean, that's how it is. But Fat Cat, how do we know if the guru is legit or not? This is pretty fucking simple. What is the quality of their free fucking content? Okay? If their free content is providing any form of value, then their paid content might be worth a shit. But what I've noticed is the folks that bitch and moan and complain about gurus the most actually don't watch the fucking material. Robert Greene did a video on why so many people are fucking stupid. And it's a great video. I suggest you guys go watch it. The thing is, a lot of people operate on fucking half information without fully understanding that they don't know what they don't know. They have an idea, they go watch something, and they watch things to confirm or deny their idea. Those people that argued with me on the VWAP video didn't actually fully watch it, because if you watched it, it was really about order flow. The whole crux of the video was about order flow and how I came to that conclusion and how you can do it too. But people will not do their due diligence. People will not go and do what I said. I guarantee nobody did what I said in that video. So I made a full-blown 2-hour presentation, but that is for my paid coffee subscribers. If you're interested in the coffee, the link is in the description. See, the thing about trading gurus is what you must understand is you need to put the shoe on the other foot. Or how the fuck it goes. You haven't walked a mile until you walk the mile in someone else's shoes. See, what I'm going to tell you is you need to understand what it's like to be on this side of the camera, this side of the screen, to understand what the fuck is going on. So if the difference between someone like me and you is simply this fucking camera right here, and then me just posting it on a YouTube channel, then there really is no difference. And what's interesting is a lot of people will ask about a trading guru, and they won't do the due diligence themselves to actually consume the free fucking content that the guru puts out. Now, are there gurus who don't put out quality free content and sell something? Yeah, absolutely. But I can tell you, as somebody who's ran a real estate business and then doing this myself, the conversion rate is a lot lower than you fucking think. The conversion rate, so a lot of you may think that these gurus are making money hand over fist by selling their little courses or packages, and the conversion rate is a lot fucking lower than you think. That's going to be really any business in general when you're marketing. So chances are the people who have very shitty free content aren't really converting at all. Because I know how a lot of the trading community likes to be concerned and wants to go help the helpless new traders that are getting into this industry, that are being preyed on by devilish gurus. But for some reason, the people who want to help those new traders never actually provide them value. What you'll notice is the people that bitch and moan about gurus provide absolutely no value and no way to point new traders in the right fucking direction. Sure, they might, but they really provide virtually no value. What they're actually doing is hating on somebody, and they just want other people to agree on their hatred towards that one specific guru. So what you need to do is you need to understand the psychology of a hater. That's any industry, including this as well, because people like to hate on gurus. The thing about it is, imagine your brother or sister or sibling, whatever the fuck it is, wins the lottery. That will bother you. Or your best friend you grew up with ends up getting the girl that you had a crush on for many years. You will be jealous and upset. And when they break up, you will secretly be happy. Or if your sibling who wins the lottery goes broke, you will feel better about yourself. You'll be like, yes. That is what is going on in the psychology of a hater. And we can all fall victim to this. Even myself, I've had friends who've done really well in life a lot sooner than I did, because I would consider myself a late bloomer, that it did bother me. And when people are hating on another guru, there is a level of insecurity that they are displaying through emotions, pure emotions, not logic, by the way, through comment sections of videos or tweets. And what I notice is other gurus are very guilty of this. Other gurus love to trash other gurus and throw other gurus under the fucking bus because they view them as competition. They view them as a threat to their domain because there's not enough people to share. They need them all for themselves. They're in a scarcity mindset. What's interesting is there was a prop trader who I really respected. And when I finally met him, he was very ugly towards me. As I rise through the ranks of whatever the fuck this is that I never really asked for, it just kind of happened, I start to get noticed. Traders who are far better than I am, or who were far better than I was in the beginning, start to notice me coming up through the ranks. And they become insecure. And then they say nasty shit about me. And it's fucking pretty funny if you think about it. That is their insecurities coming up. Again, trading is a psychological thing, and in great fat cat fashion, I love to talk about trading psychology. And the hatred people have towards gurus is a psychological thing. Yes, I know there are scammers. But the thing that you must understand is you are panning for gold. This job is like panning for fucking gold. If you ever watch any of the Gold Rush series, which I fucking love those shows, the amount of material, manpower, and equipment needed to be moved around is substantial for a couple of ounces of gold. You need these giant fucking bulldozers, these fucking digging equipments, these sluice boxes. You need a steady supply of water through a water pump. You got to dig out a retention pond. You need a bunch of men and labor. And then equipment's breaking all the fucking time. And you got to move mountains of fucking dirt in order to get a couple of ounces of gold you can hold in your fucking hand. And that is what trading is. The amount of effort that you're going to put into this, the amount of dirt you have to move in order to get a couple of ounces of gold will be substantially more than what you get on the other end. No different than farming or any other business in general. Yes, as you grow it over time, it will compound. But in the end, you will put in so much more, especially in the beginning, in order to get a couple ounces of gold. And if you ever go panning for gold the first time, you're probably not going to do very well because experience is absolutely crucial when it comes to panning for gold. That is a skilled job. Well, Fat Cat, didn't everybody who got rich sold the picks and shovels like the gurus in this trading sphere? Yeah, absolutely. There are guys who are doing that. That is happening. But here's the thing for you who is legitimately trying to make trading work for yourselves, right? those of you who actually want to make trading and to actually make money from doing the art of trading, what they do doesn't fucking matter. What matters is your own journey. What matters is the journey that you are embarking on, and everything else is noise. If something resonates with you, take it. Take it in. But here's the thing. When you're panning for gold, you can sit there and bitch about the equipment breaking. And you can bitch about all the dirt you have to sift through in order to find a couple of flakes of gold. And chances are, if you're going to bitch and moan and complain the entire fucking time, you're going to end up giving up. And it is no different than in trading. I see people bitch, complain, and moan in this all the time, and then they fucking give up. Or you can go into this knowing that you're going to have to sift through garbage in order to find a few flakes of gold. And once you fucking accept that fact, and once you accept the fact that that's going to happen, you accept the fact that there are going to be failures, and you accept the fact that you're going to gamble on material if that's paid, and it may not be that good, but maybe there's a flake of gold in there. Once you accept that, then this becomes tremendously more easy. That is just life advice in general. Because we live in a very pessimistic world where people can't take responsibility for their own fucking actions. People love to blame everything but them fucking selves for their circumstances. People love to bitch and complain about gurus, but instead, what are they doing for themselves? What are they doing for the actual trading community to provide any fucking value? See, it's like politics. I have a friend that is a hardcore liberal, but he never talks about good liberal politicians, ever. Instead, he likes to just shit all over Trump and talks about how bad he is, how evil he is, and he reads all these fucking books on Trump, but he's never looking at anything on his side of the fucking fence. He loves to hate Trump. He enjoys hating Trump. But really, that's causing internal fucking misery. Never looking at anything on his side of the... I've never heard a good liberal politician on his side. Not once has he ever talked about Biden. Not once has he ever talked about Obama. Not once has he talked about any liberal politician. It's always Trump and how bad he is and how he wants to leave the country if he becomes president again. It is no different than people, conservatives on the right, who argue with liberals on purpose, and liberals who love to argue with conservatives. They just do it to do it. They love to hate the hate, but there is a level of insecurity deep down inside. The thing is, when people argue like that, nobody's going to change anybody's fucking mind. See, the thing is, when I made that VWAP video, it is profound how many fucking people read a title and a thumbnail and assumed the video was something, so they wrote a bunch of comments on VWAP. And if they actually watched it and paid attention, because some people said, oh, I did watch it and it wasn't good. And when I quizzed them on it and said, oh yeah, well, if you watched the video, then what did Bitcoin depth of market have anything to do with VWAP? They can't fucking answer it because they didn't pay attention. See, you can watch a piece of content, but did you fucking pay attention? See, when I was in 9th grade, I failed fucking algebra. I also failed English class. I was sitting in that classroom with everybody else. I was sitting in that classroom listening to the same shit that came out of the fucking teacher's mouth as everybody else. And while most everybody fucking passed, I didn't, and I couldn't fucking answer the questions on the test in order to pass. But I was there because I didn't pay attention. I didn't fucking pay attention. Some of you guys put on a fucking video and it's just noise. And it's not even going into your brain and being absorbed. See, focus, and people like to blame, oh, the content's too long, fat cat. Maybe you could just get to the point in fucking 5 fucking minutes. The problem is you haven't learned to focus. Oh, but I have ADD, fat cat. Yeah, I was diagnosed with the shit, and I was given meth, kitty meth, Adderall is essentially fucking meth, a methamphetamine. Get drugged up, and then I'll pay attention. But really, focus is a fucking skill set. Focus is a skill set, just like trading. And I've learned how to focus over the years. I focus. I'm like, I'm going to listen to this and I'm going to pay attention. The moment my brain drifts, I will pause it and I will rewind it, or I will take a break from it. But people like to blame long-form content instead of their own inabilities to actually fucking focus. Again, it all goes down to people can't take responsibility for their own fucking actions. If you don't like Trump, turn it off. Don't look at it. Don't go seeking it. If you don't like a specific guru, don't fucking look at it. It is literally that fucking simple. While that VWAP video exploded and was so popular, half, if not a little more than half of the comments were people trying to defend the VWAP. And those were people who didn't actually watch the fucking video. I had comments rolling in before the fucking video was even up for the full hour. I had people commenting 5 minutes of the video being up defending VWAP, and they didn't even fucking finish it. And people want to tell me all about VWAP. They want to tell me about their opinions, yet they couldn't do the honors to sit there and listen to my fucking opinion. And they couldn't sit there and listen to my opinion with focus. See, that's the thing. When people argue and fight each other and hate on gurus, they don't want to hear anybody else's opinion unless it is an opinion that is agreed with theirs. Because when you see this hatred and this fighting in comment sections, neither side is actually listening to the other side. It is emotionally fueled based argument, and even the words are not being paid attention to. They nitpick specific words, no different than maybe when you get into an argument with your spouse. Have you had an argument with a friend, a lover, a spouse, and they're saying stuff and you don't listen? They say something, and then the moment they say something, you think about your response, and everything else they're saying just disappears. No different than when people bash and hate on gurus. Again, it's a low barrier to entry career path. So scumbags are going to be in this. This is gambling after all. It's fucking gambling. And what amazes me is the amount of people who will just piss money away on fucking combines. Thousands of fucking dollars on combines, failing them one after another. And these combines are like, oh, well, we'll give you a free reset, or if you reset it now, it'll be a fucking discount. It's no different than a casino giving you comps. Oh, here's some drinks. Here's a free stay at our hotel. Come on down and lose some more money. Because after all, nobody actually talks about how most, if not a lot of you guys, have gambling problems in this fucking industry. But you think it's trading, so it's not gambling. It's fucking gambling, okay? It really is. Yes, there can be edge, but edge is a lot smaller than you think. Hence the reason I fucking scalp a lot. But that's a whole nother fucking topic. See, what amazes me is people will piss money away in this industry so easily and effortlessly on bad trades, not paying attention, combines, all that shit. But the moment it comes to education, they're very skeptical. Ooh, I don't know about this. And I saw this happen recently. Hey, is this specific guru legit or not? And then somebody goes, yeah, they're pretty good. And I'm like, all right, I'll check them out. And you're literally taking advice from a stranger on the internet, and the advice from a stranger on the internet can be just as fucked up and as bad as a fucking guru, because the only difference between a guru and them is a fucking camera. But fuck logic, right? Welcome to the great emasculation of men. I talked about this in another video. Men don't know how to be fucking men. Men, a lot of guys that are arguing with emotions, there is no logic. There is a lot of guys, because this is a male-dominated industry, that argue feminine energy is emotion and chaos. And modern society emasculates the fuck out of men. Men don't know how to be men. Masculine energy is not this raging, overly fueled anger. That's feminine. So when a man snaps, he is in feminine, emotion and chaos. Masculine energy is being a fucking rock in a hurricane, not budging. And understanding that, embracing that in your trading can help. See, the thing is, if you've dated a lot of women or been with a lot of modern day women, especially in the US, you'll notice that you can't fucking argue with logic with a woman. It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking work. And some of you know exactly what the fuck I am talking about. Logic for a woman doesn't work. And men typically want women to be able to have a conversation with logic. But if that was the case, they would be in their masculine energy. And when women are in their masculine energy, we as men are not attracted to that. Some of us might be, but a lot of us aren't. And the problem with like red pill community who shits all over women, it's not the women. Once you understand that game and how that really works, you will realize that most men have no fucking clue how women work and how to skew that game in their fucking favor. Most men don't know how to embrace their masculine core and stay in it. And when the woman turns into a hurricane, they will try to flip the boat. And you are the boat. And if you do not flip, she will have more respect for you. But this isn't a dating channel. I'm not going to go down this. But we live in a society where people are hypnotized. We are in a society where people are hypnotized into obsessing over bad shit. Brainwashed as children. The news, the media, all this bad shit all the time. Humans are programmed to respond to bad, negative shit. And this video, just like the VWAP video, is going to outperform. Because it's titled VWAP Sucks, and it got pushed out to everybody. It got pushed out to people who don't even fucking know me. And the same thing will happen on this video. And it just goes to prove my fucking point. And people are going to comment on it that actually didn't watch it. And there are going to be plenty of people who watch it that didn't actually fucking listen. But I know who my audience is. And my audience is a handful of folks. The rest is just people. The people I preach to is such a minority. And you know who you are. That's who I'm talking to. Because I will never be able to convince people. And I don't want to convince anybody. See, the thing is, people want to come here and tell me about their opinions about VWAP without listening to me. But the thing is, you're coming into my house and telling me the way I should live. The way I should have things. And that's wrong. That's wrong in my opinion. We can have debates. We can have logical debates. But the thing is, they never become logical. They don't. It's always emotionally fueled based. I would love for somebody to come and sit with me on the hard right edge and show me how they actually make VWAP work in equities. Can it work in equities? I'm sorry. I want somebody to show me how VWAP works in futures. Now, can it work in equities? Maybe. That's what I said in that video. And I also said in the beginning of that video, 50 seconds in, that these are my opinions. And I put in a disclaimer 50 seconds in. And I even said, don't let my opinion sway you if you use it. And people couldn't even hear the fucking disclaimer 50 fucking seconds in before they open their mouth. 50 fucking seconds in. People didn't fucking hear it. Is the problem really the guru? Well, I told you, how good is their free fucking content? And you might have to watch hours of shit just to get a little bit of gold. But you are gold mining. You are a gold miner, and you're going to have to sift through a fuckload of dirt. You're going to have to use and leverage a lot of manpower sitting here to find few flakes of gold. Some people find more gold in my content than others. Some people don't even find gold. Some people look at the pile of dirt, the gold claim that is Fat Cat, and go, oh, there ain't shit here. They turn on the video for a few seconds and walk away. That's like somebody sifting through a little bit of dirt. Oh, there ain't nothing here. Some people actually sift through it. Oh, this is good. There's a little bit of gold here, but they don't stay long enough because they get fucking bored and walk off. Then I have a very few, I can count on one fucking hand, people that have sat with me and have shoveled through heaps and heaps of gold and have found several ounces of gold. Going through that fucking dirt, shoveling, because after all, my trading results will never be your trading results. And that's the thing. People want these trading gurus to just be so good. Then I'll listen to them. Then I will listen to them because they're good and they know what they're doing. That's when I'll listen to them. But the thing is, if you listen to someone's story like Lance Brightstein, he sat next to a professional fucking trader and he couldn't make what he was doing work for him in a professional prop fucking firm. I had another buddy who I personally knew who went to a prop firm and some guy was making rebates on break-even trades. He was making money through rebate trading. But my buddy refused to learn that style of fucking trading. He sat with people that were making money. Instead, he didn't fucking give a fuck. He decided to do his own fucking thing instead of learning what they fucking doing. No difference. No fucking difference. And then he left the prop firm and had to go work. Because he looked at them making gold, shoveling through the dirt. Oh, I ain't gonna shovel through that dirt. I think my pile here has gold. That's what it is. You have to accept the fact. Oh, this video was a waste of an hour of my life. I sometimes get that from people. Don't get me wrong, I get a fuckload of love. I get a tremendous amount of fucking love. I just don't ever share those stories with you. I don't share the amount of love and stuff that comes in. Because I just don't want to use that to promote my fucking content. I let the content speak for itself. You either see what the potential is or you don't. Right? I don't go into other people's fucking domains and tell them what to fucking do. But for some reason, people like to come in my domain and tell me what's up without actually listening to what I have to say in my own fucking house. And that is what this YouTube channel is my fucking house. And if you want people to listen to your opinions, well, put the camera between you and them. But most people can't do that because they're fucking lazy. I'm not going to do all that work. I'm not going to do all that work. And the moment somebody sells something, in this industry, people go fucking bananas. People go absolutely apeshit. Like, you guys expect the content to be fucking free. Like, this doesn't take time and effort. It took me time and effort. It took me a couple hours to black out the window to get the set just right. Running to the store to get stuff. Time and effort that I didn't have to do to make this content. Some people are like, oh, you could just learn it on your own. You don't need to learn anything from any of these people. Well, here's the thing. People like me who provide the content is the reason you know what you fucking know. Any piece of material that was written, done in audio format, or done on a video like this, you've consumed. Everybody that's in this industry consumed content created by somebody like me. If nobody created fucking content in this fucking industry, you would know nothing. If the forefathers didn't create content before I came along, I would know nothing and this wouldn't exist. But because of people like John Grady, people like S&B Capital, people I talk about in my course review video, I am sitting here doing what I'm doing and sharing what I know with you guys. I consumed something that came before me. If none of this existed, we wouldn't even know trading existed. If DOM videos didn't exist, you would never know order flow or DOM existed. If chart videos didn't exist, you would never know. If candlestick videos didn't exist, you would never know. So people who say that consume content to know what they fucking know to get to where they're at. Oh, everything's on the internet for free. Fuck no, it ain't. I can tell you that much. When I talk about my reclaims, and then when I talk about how order flow is not real in fucking ES, that content does not exist. I've created exclusive fucking content. It's on the coffee. But also I create shit on this channel that is free that you will not find anywhere else. Now, is everybody doing that that's like me? No. Are there people who just copy other people just to do it? Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. And you know what? If a guru who you think is shit, somebody else may not think they're shit. Someone else may see value in that guru. And who are you to tell them they're wrong? Because we all see the world differently. We all have a different lens of reality of what the world really looks like. I see the world a lot different than any of you guys. Some of you may see it similar to me. Some of you may completely disagree with me. But we all see the world through a different lens of reality. So because you don't see the gold in that pile doesn't mean somebody else won't see the gold in the pile. It's no different than that meme where that guy is mining for diamonds and somebody finds the diamonds and the other guy is walking away right before he finds them. You guys know exactly what meme I'm talking about. But the moment somebody fucking sells something, oh, you should be living off your fucking trading income. How dare you sell something? How dare you demand something be for free that is taking time and effort out of my fucking life to create this? The ad revenue on here ain't fucking much. Okay? And it is hard work to make anything worth a shit through content creation. Let me tell you that. Even selling something, because the conversion rate is really low. But because of that, because of the people buying the coffee, it is paying for the second fucking job that I am doing. What do you want me to just do a fucking charity? Fuck no, I'm motivated by money like the rest of you because you're in trading. If you didn't want money and if you weren't motivated by fucking money, you wouldn't be trading. But some people expect me to just do this shit for fucking free. Like some communist shit. Oh, you're gonna do fucking 5 hours of work and then you're gonna divvy that up to me. Yet for some reason you're in a fucking industry that is not communist. Because you want to make all the money for yourself, to keep it for yourself, to live the lifestyle you dream of, to buy the things you desire. Because you wouldn't want to fucking trade. You wouldn't want to fucking trade if you had to give that away. If you had to give that away to the fucking government. Why do I have to work extra fucking hard? Why do I have to do all this trading and do this fucking mentally fucked up job just to give a bunch of it away to the government, to people who ain't fucking doing shit? That's communism. And it ain't fucking paradise, motherfuckers. Sure, capitalism has fucking problems, but I'd rather have capitalism. But that's what people fucking expect from people like me that create content. The moment it's fucking being charged for, fuck that shit. You're one of them now. You're a fucking evil guru. But you're in a fucking industry where you wouldn't want to give the fucking money away. Do you see how hypocritical that shit is? You're in a degenerate fucking job where you're fucking trying to gamble for a living. This provides no value to society. Yeah, it provides a fucking little bit of fucking liquidity if you limit in. But if you're marketing ordering all the fucking time, it provides no value to society. That's the reality of this fucking job. Whereas I'm coming here and I pour into my heart and soul how to fucking help you fucking guys. And it's not just a trade. It's how to change your life, your mental aspect, your thinking. Learning self-hypnosis. I have people who are changing their fucking lives. And it has nothing to do with trading by other content I am providing through this fucking channel. What are you doing? And I'm not speaking to everybody else. I'm speaking to the haters that are probably not even here right now. But those of you who like the content, you must understand where I'm coming from and you must understand who these people are. I've got a trader that I've dealt with who tells me, dude, you don't understand Delta. You don't understand Delta. I've been in your trading room. But this specific trader, I remember distinctly. He would counter every fucking trade I said. I would tell him, dude, you're fucking up. This is why, and this is what's going to happen. You're going to get blown out. He would get blown out, and you know what he would start doing? He would be averaging in the losers. Somebody who tells me I don't understand Delta, but he would average a shitload of contracts in the fucking losers. And then he would take these massive blowouts that I know will take at least a week or two to fix. And in my opinion, averaging in a losers is not good trading at all. But people who didn't see that are impressed by his results on the days that they're so good. Who are the people you're communicating with? Who are the people you are talking to? Who are the people in the comments section? Because the thing about it is, there is this mentality, us against the guru. The guru. It is us against the devilish guru. So when one of us speaks to one of us, we're going to listen to them. It is no different than taking the advice of a friend. Hey, is this piece of joint good? Yes, it is. Okay, I will go. But taking advice, listening to the business owner or just listening to strangers, you're not as inclined to fucking listening. That is the same thing that is happening in this industry. But the problem is, the advice you're getting from these other people who are not trading gurus, just commoners, if you will, can be just as fucking bad. Because I find it that people who do not like trading gurus often spread rumors. When I was new and I was just getting into consistency, I had some trader come to me and he's like, dude, you're so fucking good. I can't believe you make $20,000 a month. And I'm like, I don't make $20,000 a month. Where did you even get that from? They're like, oh, so-and-so told me. I've never had a video or said anything about that. I'm like, dude, that's wrong. I don't know why they're telling you that, but that is not what I'm doing. And he goes, oh, shit. So somehow things turn into a game of fucking telephone, and until you do the due diligence yourself, people just spread fucking rumors. So some of the negative shit people say about somebody else could be absolutely fabricated and bullshit. But yet a lot of people are too lazy to actually go consume the free content for them fucking selves. Because they need advice from a trading commenter to say, yeah, it's good or not. But that advice can be just as fucking shoddy. And here's the thing, you're in an industry where you fucking gamble. Sometimes you got to gamble on trading material. When it came to Gary Norton's material, a fucking written PDF, this was back in the day when it was sold on Jigsaw and it was a written PDF. No videos. I'm like, dude, $1,000 for a fucking 50-page PDF? This is a gamble. But I was willing to do that. And you know what? It changed my trading. And that's the thing about Gary Norton's material. What I fucking love about his material is people either get it, they get it, or they just think it's nonsense. And they don't fucking get it. The people that get it dig through it and see the gold in there. Where some people look at that fucking pile of dirt and go, yeah, this is just bullshit. Sure, they went through it, but did they really apply what was being said? Did they do what Gary Norton said to do? Chances are probably not. I said in the Why Courses Suck video, 70% of people, I said in the Why Courses Suck video, 70% of people don't finish courses. That's any course, not just trading. Okay? And the chances of somebody actually following through and attempting the material themselves is a lot fucking lower. I mean, the trading courses material video I made, it explains all of it. Most people don't listen. Most people don't finish. Most people don't do exactly what they're supposed to do. They take bits and pieces, and I got people on my coffee that are taking bits and pieces, and I tell them, be careful doing that because it's going to just be a completely different trading system. What you're basically doing is taking a little bit of dirt out of my pile and throwing it into your pile of dirt over there, expecting to get all the gold I have out of the little bit of pile of dirt you put over on your pile. That's exactly what you're doing, and I'm guilty of doing that myself through other trading material. Abso-fucking-lutely. I didn't do exactly what was supposed to be done in the Nadro material, but I tell people that, and I told people that in my course review video. See, the thing is, when it comes down to it, only a handful of people are actually going to do what is supposed to be done. Meanwhile, most people that are bitching and complaining didn't really pay attention, didn't finish, or didn't do what was supposed to be done, and they didn't do it long enough to gain any fucking experience. See, in 2012, when the world was supposed to end because the Mayan calendar fucking stopped, I ended up going to a real estate seminar. $100 for a weekend. Obviously, they were going to upsell. And they upsold into this $10,000 thing. I'm like, I can't afford this. They're like, hey, we got a deal for you. $5,000 and you can get exclusive coaching, but shh, don't tell anybody about it. What does this sound like to you guys? Does it sound like a scam? So I'm like, oh, I'll do it. But I don't have $5,000. So they're like, you know what you can do? Pull out a bunch of credit cards to pay for it. Because if you do what we say, you'll get the money back. I'm like, all right, I'll do that. So I got all these credit cards and paid for it. And then I had coaching. And you know what I fucking did? I made bandit signs. We buy houses. Or sell your house in fucking, 9 days? Got an easy to remember fucking phone number. Super easy to remember because that's what they said in the material. Got a Google Voice number, easy to remember, a yellow sign. Got my first bandit signs, that's what they're called, and I would nail them really, well, first I stuck them in the dirt, and then I noticed they were getting ripped out the next fucking day. So I did what the coach said. The coach said, put out these signs. I'm like, fuck, it didn't work. So I'm like, I'll nail them on telephone poles real high. That's what he suggested, because I ended up getting coaching with this $5,000. So I took a hammer and I stuck it in a PVC pipe, and then I had this long wooden handle to hold up a pipe, got on a stool, and put the signs up so fucking high, people couldn't fucking get them down. But then I noticed the wind would fucking blow and fold the fucking signs. So the next round of signs I got the corrugation going sideways instead of up and down. So that way the wind couldn't fold it like that. See, I kept learning through experience. I kept failing, but I was learning. And then I got on Google Maps and I plotted every major intersection. And then I made a route to drive late at night. And then I would go put these things up. And you know what? A few months later, I ended up getting my first fucking deal that made me $10,000 fucking dollars. Relatively easy, actually. But how many people actually fucking did what I did? How many people paid for that but didn't do shit? How many people were willing to do what I did and then they fail? Oh, I'll put out 3 bandit signs. Fuck, it ain't working. Well, according to the material, marketing takes time. I didn't give up. I kept learning and kept refining the process until I landed my first fucking deal. But how many people were willing to actually go through that process in order to make it work? See, a trader guru's system, most people are not willing to follow it exactly. They're not. Most people aren't willing to go through the trials and tribulations. They expect it to just work the first time. But this is a skill. Just like panning for gold. This is a skill. But it's the guru's fault. It's the guru's fault. But then there's people who fucking pirate the material. Oh, it wasn't worth a shit. Free advice sucks, and when you get free things, you don't put any value on it. You gotta have skin in the game. When you pay for something, you're more inclined to actually following through. People who pirate this shit haphazardly listen to it, and the people who pirate the shit actually don't do what the fuck the material says to do. That is the reality of what is going on. So is it really the trading guru's fault? Is it really? Again, it's a skill. And another trader's results aren't going to be your results. I can't put nearly a decade of experience into your fucking head if you've only been doing this for less than a year. There's no way. There is absolutely no fucking way to put thousands and thousands of hours of screen time into your fucking head. I can't do it. You have to learn how to do it because you're the one clicking the button. And you're the one who's going to fuck up and click the button in the wrong spot. You're the one who's going to click the button because of emotional trading. You can do exactly what I say, but if you don't get your psychology in check, you're going to have problems. See, the thing about this industry is a lot of you think you know what it is, but until you're over here on this side of the camera, then you really don't know, because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And if you haven't done this, then you don't know what this is. You think you know what it is, but you really don't know what something is until you actually commit to it. When I started doing go-kart racing, I thought I knew what it was, but then I quickly realized this is not what I thought it was. It's fun and all that shit, but once you're really trying to get fractions of a second off your lap times, it becomes tremendously difficult work. And that's what trading is. Trying to get on the other side of consistency becomes tremendously difficult. But you can either look at that pile of dirt and go, I'm not going to fucking dig in there. Or you can dig through it and gain experience in failures and hardships. You're going to go through material that's not going to be worth a shit. You're going to be going through material that is like, wow, this has actually got some decent stuff. And then you're going to go through material where you're like, holy fuck, this is really good. Because the people that consume my material are finding different amounts of gold in the same pile of fucking dirt. And I always tell people, watch my reclaim and slip video over and over and over. And I have a trader who's consistently profitable that fucking does that. He's said he's watched this motherfucker. He hasn't watched it 100 times over, but I know, he's saying he nearly watched it 100 times over because he realizes the importance of that video. And then he tells other traders to do the same fucking thing because he understands why I say watch the fucking shit multiple times over. You go through the material once, you're like, I found a little bit of gold. Get a little experience and dig through that same pile a second time, you'll realize you missed other gold. There's more gold in this pile I already dug through. This is what trading gurus and the community is all about. It is something where you must understand the psychology of people in general. And you must understand there is no difference between this camera and someone on the other side versus the other side of it. This side versus that side. People on my side of the fence aren't all the same, just like people on your side of the fence aren't all the same. But for some reason, it's like conservatives and liberals. They all think the other side is exactly like the other side, and nobody can look at people's specific individual characteristics. But then again, I am overgeneralizing because there are people who understand exactly where I'm coming from. Because there are outliers. And I think the majority of those outliers are the silent folks. Because even though my VWAP video had mostly more people trying to defend VWAP than people who agreed with me on the whole subject, it exploded my channel and I got a fuckload of people coming through. A shitload more subscribers. It wasn't reflected in the thumbs up, but a fuckload more subscribers came, and there's a lot of people that came in that just don't say shit. And I think there are more rational people out there than irrational people, but the minority is the loudest in the room. You're going to have your mega fans and you're going to have your haters, but the majority is the silent folks. And the majority of rational thinkers are going to most likely be the silent people. And it's so profoundly funny. I don't get many haters, but those, when I do get them, it is people who do not consume my content. It is people who do not actually consume my fucking content. It is crazy. And then I get people who fucking I get this one trader, I assume he's a trader, who continuously makes fake Google accounts because I just don't respond to it. I just fucking, silence it because I know it's the same guy by the way he talks and shit. And then he keeps making he keeps making new Google accounts to kind of troll with me. And he does it with other people I know in this industry. Because it's the same guy, because I see the same account on other YouTube channels. And he's going around just fucking with people in my position. Creating fake Google accounts. And then he talks shit and then he deletes the comments. But I can see deleted comments on YouTube. And then he acts all innocent. Oh, hey, yada, yada, yada. Why do you think this? Or your videos are too long. Maybe you should shorten them. But meanwhile, he talks shit and then deleted them. And you got guys like that going around making fucking a bunch of fake fucking accounts, making it look like there's more than one hater. And those comments might influence other people. But meanwhile, somebody who can't watch an hour-long video, who complains about an hour-long video, is more than willing to go make a bunch of fake Google accounts to comment on videos they don't even watch. What a waste of fucking time. What a waste of fucking time. In fact, my VWAP video went on the fucking Reddit, Futures Reddit. Somebody posted it there and goes, what do you guys think about what this person is presenting in this video? And damn near everybody defended why VWAP was so good. But none of them actually watched it and got to the point of the video. So the majority of what you're seeing, it's like Yelp reviews. People don't leave good Yelp reviews at a restaurant they like. They leave shitty ones at ones they fucking hate. Now, that's not entirely true. There are mega fans that, I love this restaurant, so I want to help them out. There are mega fans of restaurants that will leave good reviews and shit. But there are some people out there that just want to hate on shit, and when something good comes along, they don't acknowledge it. If you've ever worked as a server, ran your own business, or been in retail industry, a lot of people are fucking absolutely nuts. Most people are just fine, normal people, but there are quite a few fucking nut jobs out there, and they're the most outspoken fucking people. So when you're going through a comment section or a tweet or some shit, you just might be dealing with the nut job. Now, some people could be legitimately had a bad experience, but how do you fucking know? Well, what you do is you take it with a grain of salt. What's the caliber of the free material? Is it good? Is there value here? Do I see gold in that pile? If not, fucking move on. Some people can't move on. They want to dwell on it. It's like when you spill milk and you look at the milk on the floor and go, oh, fuck. Ah, shit. There's milk all over the fucking floor. And then you just stare at it for weeks at a time. complaining about it. People who constantly complain about Guru are just looking at the milk. Fucking clean it up and move on with life. Take responsibility for your own life and your own actions. Live a fucking happy life. Move on. If you don't agree with it, don't like it, move on. Nobody put a fucking gun to your head and said, hey, you better watch it. And if you watched it and you didn't get no value from it, well, you have to dig through the dirt to find the gold. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And we'll see you in the next one.